Hey, welcome to the channel, TrainStation2. Alright, happy to share there's a new event coming about. They call it the Railway Kingdom Events 2024. So, of course, you can see here lots of items to prepare in terms of the raw materials required, as well as the non-event items that are required for manufacturing into those factory items. So looking at here, it'll be a long event for sure. As usual, after the whole event, you have 48 hours at the end of the event to finish your unfinished jobs and collect the rest of the items required. Interestingly, this map here, you can see it seems like just tools floating around, right? So indeed it is on maybe a platform or a table where people are still fixing out like the toys here. So in this event is something new, I will say. In terms of raw materials, let's quickly take a look at those, as well as what are the items required from the non-event items in combination with the raw materials to mix the factory products. So very quickly, let's go to the first set of raw materials from the event itself. You have your foam, then you have your cardboard, and of course your tools. So these are the items you can collect directly from the event maps itself in order to manufacture the factory materials that we came out to do model rail. And of course there you can have basically a combination of the tools and the foam, which is collect directly. So I would suggest you do lots and lots of this model rail as and when possible. I will always do is to collect lots of raw materials, upgrade that factory, and then push it round the clock, operating 24 hours a day in order to manufacture lots of these components be required. Later you can see what I meant. Okay, so very quickly, let's go to the next factory items that needs to be produced. Okay, so of course that will be the Model 3, and not forgetting here there's a bit of a footnote here that says the outsourcing factory. So of course, if you're willing to pay, definitely you can grab it straight from the map itself, because that's what they call the outsourcing factory, or in our terms, people that are willing to pay, you can get it for immediately rather than manufacturing them. Of course, the next items that are coming out from the factory will be the Model 3 itself. Again, it's a combination of the foam and the cardboard, and both are materials you can collect directly from the event map. Again, I'll say do lots of that Model 3. Model house is a combination of cardboard and tools, and in addition nails. So very interestingly, I'll suggest you to do now is to do a huge inventory of nails, put into your warehouse, because you know they will be of good use once you have sufficient of those cardboards and tools. You can do lots and lots of the model house. And of course, that's next you have the model bridge itself. Here we have the rail, cardboard, and steel. So steel wise, no problem if you have access to the steel factory. So I will still suggest, like I said earlier, the nails, that you have a huge inventory of those, and then you do lots of those rails to be manufactured. All right, so then we have the Model forest next. It comes with a Model 3 and a foam. So again, like I said, you got to put the factory in huge amount of efforts in collecting the raw materials, round the clock 24 hours, upgrade to 4 manufacturing slots that will cost you 30 gems and 80 gems to manufacture 4 items at one go, put in order. So here we have another and one of the last items, the model town itself. Okay, so you need model house, model bridge, and saw. So I guess that may be a short form for saw blade. So in other words, I do notice 2 items to store up in your factory. That will be nails and saw blade. So these 2 items, you know, it came out from the same factory. It just means that you gotta store lots of it in a warehouse, because if you'll be manufacturing them on the spot, you'll be stuck, because both items come out from the same factory itself, which is nails and saw blade. Have lots of those. I'll suggest you also have some orders into input tray to manufacture chairs and tables, because once you can cancel that order, you can get back your saw blade and your nails. Alright, so what you saw just now, they call it railway key. It's just the event key, and then of course the normal normally you have the event coins. 350 coins, getting first from competitions. 3 wins or first, you get 1000 event coins, and you get that legendary train using that 1000 event coins itself. And these are the 3 event contractors, they call them. Let's check out who they are. Michelle, Sam, and of course the last one, Jane. So who is who, I don't know. Right, so we will find out once the event starts, and we'll know what their requirement like. Okay, so always focus on this in terms of the 6 competitions that we have. You can see here the first one normally is 2 days, 3 days, 2 days, 3 days, and so on. So what's going to happen is always focus your gems, your union dollars to upgrade the capacity of the trains. Gems I mentioned, upgrade your factory, 110 gems. Go buy all the event trains and upgrade them in the first 3 competitions. You have to win first 3 times and you're secure. Why only focus on the first 3 is because generally those are the easiest. As I always mention in my video, the first 3 competitions, the ones that you focus on. After that, you can take a break and save up your resources again. So going through the trains, the first one is a common diesel. I don't know about you, but I put this last on my list since we can purchase, I believe, 2 numbers of the common trains and then 2 numbers of the rare trains as well using gold. So likewise for rare steam, I'm not going to touch it until you're going to save up 4,000 event keys to get another legendary. In particularly, once I enter a new region, I don't have a single legendary train and are very disadvantaged in this competition. Epic train, hopefully we could save enough of 2,500 gems eventually to get this epic electric. So this is something I look forward to. Legendary electric, like I mentioned earlier, this will be 4,000 event keys. All right, so this will be top of my list in terms of saving up. Probably at the end or the start of the 4th competition, I should be able to generate 1 legendary train, and likely we should get 1000 event coins if we could for this, but I'm not so hopeful since I started in a new region. It will be very difficult for me. Gold coins brackets, you can see here, this is the one I'm talking about. The event trains can buy straight from the shop. Normally now we know 2 numbers of this and 2 numbers of that rare trains you can buy from the shop using gold. They wouldn't be extremely expensive, but what is really expensive would be to upgrade them using a good number of parts. We should be running low by now, and limited amounts of golds that we have, and that would be really, really costly. This is the other rare train I'm talking about. You can see here is a rare steam, AT141-001 bracket gold coins. That's what it meant. All right, so these are the trains you can get. Probably, like I said, good 4 numbers of those, and probably at the start of the event, if they're kind enough, you should get another common. So you'll start off with 5 event trains. They will be required to do the event train jobs, and then what they call it, the batch trains. All right, so they mentioned here introduction to the batch train, a small change to event gameplay. This has been quite some time already by now. They just didn't change the text. There are a few events that we're running so far, and with this, it just means that you have an automatically upgrade of 10 power boosts instead of 4. You get 14. That's for the common, and you get 16 probably for the rare instead of 6. So these are the ones that will revert back to the original capacity after the whole event. So for now, you have opportunity to purchase this event trains, or they call it the batch train, from the shop using your precious gold coins. This not to be confused with the gold coin that you earn from the competition itself. I'm talking about the gold that you have right now in your screen if you're opening the game, the amount you've been saving up so far, or you collect every 4 hourly from the town. Alright, so for those who are rich, definitely not for me. Event pass train, I'm a free to play. So for those that are really interested in the game and will pay a good amount of coins or dollars for the game, you get an additional, as usual, factory, as well as a dispatcher. So these are for you if you are really into the game and you really want to spend a good amount of money in it. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. Do like and subscribe. Looking forward to this event. Goodbye.